Let's be hanging around.
Goop power is their energy source. Now they're charged and ready for action.
Gotta get the magic make away from Guggenheim.
With Shaka Roach, Squirminator, and Spooky Goopy by my side, I will control the creepy crawlers forever!
Creepy Crawlers action figures each sold with a bonus mold to make weapons in your Creepy Crawlers workshop, sold separately from Toymac.
Welcome back, gals and ghouls, as this week I'm scaring up a special surprise, taking a look at the Creepy Crawlers action figure line. Now everyone knows about the original Creepy Crawlies oven that has been cooking up scares since the early 1970s, but did you know there was also an action figure line produced? That's right, in 1994, Bandai, in association with Toymax, released a line of 12 6-inch figures, the evil Crime Grimes and the heroic Goop Mandos, along with the vehicle, the Goozuka. The figures were sold individually and even came with a tray to use in your Creepy Crawlers oven to scare up more fun by making additional accessories for your goodies and baddies. Now let's take a look at the evil Crime Grimes, led by Professor Guggenheim, a failed illusionist who wants to get back at the industry that never backed him. Then we have Spooky Goopy, the Professor's monster wrangler and most fearsome henchman with his handcuffed hands and demon hat. Then we have Too Ugly, another of the Professor's henchmen that's just as gruesome on the inside as he is ugly on the outside. Next we have Shaka Roach, and this gruesome grub uses his big mouth to send shockwaves at his victims, unless his pincers don't get you first. And of course we can't forget about Squirminator. This slimy worm is squirming his way out of all types of bad situations. And finally we have Rumblebee, an angry mutated bumblebee that's always looking for a fight. But never fear, then we have the heroic Goop Mandos, led by CC Chris Carter. Obsessed with magic and the unexpected, his inventiveness accidentally brought the Goop Mandos to life, and now fights with his friends to stop the evil Professor Guggenheim. Next we have Stingring. He has control of the magic of interlocking rings and is always ready to fight the crime grimers. Then we have Camantis, part praying mantis, part ventriloquist dummy, and part sword swallower and expert swordsman. Then there's Hocus Locus, who's made entirely out of rope and uses his powers to untangle any situation. Next we have T3, who's an expert at sleight of hand with cards, and an expert marksman shooting his diamond, ace, clubs, or hearts missiles. And finally we have Voltjote, who is a light bulb lightning bug hybrid. He can use his powers to charge up anything electrical with shocking results. Then of course we have the Goozuka assault vehicle, which can transform from cruiser to assault vehicle to nab those crime grime baddies. Now if that wasn't enough, there was also a Saturday morning cartoon made by Saban Enterprises that ran for 2 seasons from 1994 to 1996 with 24 episodes. I think I'm about as shocked as they are.
Mwahaha! Welcome back, ghouls and gals. And let's take a look at some of the Creepy Crawlers action figures that I have here. Now I have only one each from opposing sides, as these creepy fellows are pretty hard to find, so let's take a good look at them both. And now first off here, we have Stingring of the Goop Mandos. He's a rather silly looking fellow. He kind of reminds me of Toxie from the Toxic Crusaders in the face, but he's got a fly bug eye, and you can see he has the rings on his chest here, and he also has these steel chains for legs, which that probably isn't very comfortable. And you can see in the center of the chest here, around the back, that's where you would have put the goop. Now these fellows have obviously been through the ringer, no pun intended, Stingring, because they're missing quite a few parts, but like I said, they are pretty hard to find. And you would have filled up his goop tank in the back here, and then you would have pushed the button and watched it flow as he got energized with goop. That's one of the heroic Goop Mandos. And he's a pretty friendly looking goofball. He'll give you a salute there, since he is one of the good guy Goop Mandos after all. And a pretty neat looking figure, I think. Stands about 4 inches tall. And is a pretty cool looking evil baddie, or evil goodie, I guess. Ha ha ha. Alright, and now let's take a look at the not-so-friendly, spooky Goopy. Oh, look at how cool he is. Now, he's definitely my favorite out of the bunch. And he looks like a very angry grasshopper or a cricket. Look at that crazy face with his evil mandibles. And now he would have had another part to his top hat that looks like it would eat you for lunch. But I wonder, is he also an officer of the law? Because he has handcuffs for hands. Now, isn't that silly? It doesn't seem like a bad guy would have handcuffs. And even the center of his chest kind of looks like a keyhole. It almost looks like he has a corkscrew in the center of his chest. But look at that mean face with those red eyes and rotten teeth and handcuff hands. Oh, you wouldn't want to meet him down a dark alley anywhere. And he's so hardcore, he even has skulls for kneecaps. My god, he didn't have kneecaps of his own. He just killed people and then replaced his own kneecaps with their heads. And he has these red spiked feet. Let's take a look around on the back. Now, I believe his goop feature would have gone through his hat, which he's missing here. But yes, very cool, very cool, very cool. Definitely my favorite out of the 2 Creepy Crawlers action figures that I have here. Ha 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 ha. Very creepy. And him and Stingray will battle it out for control of the Goop Force. And actually, Stingray didn't know, but he was working undercover. And he says, "You've got a lot of unpaid parking tickets. You're coming with me." Well, alright guys, I hope you enjoyed taking a look at this extra creepy special. Taking a look at the Creepy Crawlers action figures. Now, I used to have the Goop mobile, but unfortunately I don't have that anymore. It wasn't even complete to begin with, and these are a little neat part of the Creepy Crawler lore that most people didn't even know existed. That aside from making little rubbery insects and spooky things, that you could also have full action figures to play with, and they came with a little tray that you could make accessories and other little action figures and creepy little insects to go along with them. So guys, thanks for checking out this review with me of the Creepy Crawlers action figures, and be sure to tune in next week for another week of Halloween! Ha 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 ha!
Hey guys, if you liked the video that you just watched, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, and you can follow me at Facebook at King of Retro or Twitter at #8ByteBrian. See you next time!